What's up guys, and welcome to the channel. It's Yowana here, founder and CEO of Supwell, and today I want to dive into the Hoka Mach 5 and give you my thoughts on why I really hope Hoka creates that Mach 6. For some context, a few weeks ago when the Hoka Mach X came out and was getting all the clicks and all the love, I went out and picked up a pair of the trusty Mach 5s to see how they stacked up in this new world of max cushioned plated high mileage shoes. I personally am a big fan of non-plated running shoes, so in this video I'm gonna give you my thoughts on why we need the Mach 6 and what Hoka can do to improve upon the Mach 5 that's not just adding in a plate like they did with the Mach X. Let's get into it. My thoughts on the Mach 5 after around 70 miles are that this is an awesome shoe for daily training style runs, medium long to long runs, and also tempo efforts and speed work. I've done everything in this shoe so far, from easy runs with my family, pushing the double stroller, running a 10-minute, 11-minute mile, all the way up to 5-minute paced miles on the treadmill and 5K to 10K paced efforts at the track. This has got to be one of the most comfortable, versatile, responsive, fast, cushioned, all the great adjective shoes that I've ever come across. It has this dual foam midsole construction where the top layer is the Supercritical Pro Fly Plus. It's an EVA that's been injected with gas, and the bottom layer is a standard EVA. The one area where the shoe falls short is on the bottom outsole. There is no rubber, which makes absolutely no sense to me because after just 70 miles, I've completely worn off the tread on this back left heel area. I am a notoriously heavy scuffer, but this is still some pretty bad durability. I'm really hoping that Hoka continues producing the non-plated Mach because of how comfortable and versatile this shoe is. I do not like to run with the plate all the time because it does not help me develop the type of resiliency and fatigue resistance that I want to with my lower body, and particularly my calves and my Achilles. When I'm running in plated shoes, it does a lot of the work of running for me, whereas in a shoe like the Mach 5, while it does have a rocker and a bouncier foam, it's not gonna give me that snap at the end of a long run when I'm tired. So using a shoe like this is great for training for me because I know it's gonna help me develop those weaknesses and help me develop some of those supplementary areas that are super important as an endurance runner. So what I'm hoping Hoka does with the Mach 6, and yes, Hoka, please make that Mach 6, are three main things. First is they need to put some outsole rubber on this. I think this can be an awesome everyday running shoe if you put that outsole rubber on it. If you look at a shoe like the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3, they at least have those strategically placed rubber elements around the front and the back platform of the shoe. This has this rubberized EVA, which is doing absolutely nothing for a runner like me who tends to get a lot of wear on the back area of the shoe. The second thing that I like to see Hoka do is experiment with the ratio of Pro Fly Plus to standard EVA. So if you look at this one, you'll see there's about a 50-50 split. Maybe it's even 45 of this blue and 55 of this white, but it's a pretty even split between this Supercritical Pro Fly Plus and the standard EVA. Now, I'd like to see different compilations of this where maybe you'd have 70% of this Pro Fly Plus and 30% of this EVA. What the differences are underfoot between these two foams is this blue one here, it's gonna give you that soft compressive feel, while this white one is gonna add that stability and structure. If you're adding an outsole rubber layer to the Mach 5, one of the concerns might be additional weight. Now, where you can save weight is by shaving down this white standard EVA and increasing the amount of that supercritical EVA. Now, of course, there might be some concerns around durability. Is this Pro Fly Plus going to be as durable as a standard EVA? There are some shoes out there like the Brooks Hyperion Max that are using entirely supercritical EVA midsoles and are pretty durable. So I don't think that's a concern. I think it might improve the way that this rides, and with the outsole rubber that I'm hoping they add to that Mach 6, it will still come in at a lightweight because we've reduced the standard EVA. Last thing I'd like to see Hoka do with the Mach 6 is, and this might be controversial, but widen up the toe box a little bit. I know that we have dedicated brands on the market like Ultra and Topo, which are going for those natural foot shapes and those wider footed runners. But I'd love to see brands like Hoka, Saucony, Nike start to incorporate some of those elements that give us a more comfortable shoe. So what I'm proposing for the Mach 6 is that Hoka turns this into more of that durable, speedy daily trainer like we saw New Balance do with that Rebel V3. So widen the toe box to make it more comfortable, add some more of the Supercritical EVA foam to give it a bit more snap and bounce, then also add that rubber on the outsole to make it more durable. What's holding back the Mach 5 right now from being that awesome go-to shoe for everyday runs is just not having that outsole rubber coverage. And they did add that to the Mach X, but Hoka, not every runner is going to want a PIBA plated shoe for those daily training efforts. And I know that's the way that some of the market is going, but if you look at the subscribers of this channel, that's not what we want. And I know that because I've heard from a lot of you that we want to retain some of those standard feeling shoes like the Pegasus, like the Saucony Ride, like the Kinvara. So like this, subscribe, let Hoka know in the comments what you'd like to see from the Mach 5. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll make sure to keep you up to date on the latest and greatest in the world of performance running.